Stream on YouTube. It is almost 9:15 Monday morning, October 7th. Let's get into some charts, guys. I put out a video on, I think it was Sunday, just sort of a pre-market plan for this week. And guys, I'll go over it right now for you guys live as well. So I was looking at ES basically, ES and NQ obviously. And we had this weekly imbalance that I mentioned in the video. Weekly imbalance would be this fair value gap. And we hit it once on the weekly time frame. Now if we come down to the daily time frame, we see that we held it 4 times, right? So shorts tried shorting. We tried to make a new low right here from this previous day's low. We failed it. And now everybody who tried to go short ended up getting squeezed at this point, right? Friday we had a very nice strong move higher. So what I'm looking for, essentially, what I'd like to see on ES is I'd really like to see us take out one more low before we do reverse back higher. So I want to see if we could come take out this sell side liquidity down here, 57.24, and hit this 2-hour demand zone. And I'll show you that. So this 2-hour demand zone is unused. We used the 1-hour imbalance above it that's sort of resting on it. So that's why I see this sell side liquidity sitting right above it. So that sort of tells me, hey, there's a good chance if we sweep this, a lot of people might be feeling bearish. However, those bears might get caught if we end up reversing at that point. And looking at the daily, knowing that for the past 2, even 3, almost 4 weeks it seems, the trend has sort of been in favor of dumping in the morning and then reversing and having an even bigger move, right? Like we talk about accumulation, manipulation, distribution. The manipulation would be the move lower, because what happens is we get an even stronger move back higher. So that's sort of been, I don't want to say the trend of the market, but that has sort of been what has been going on for a lot of these green days. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. And the NASDAQ looked the same way. It also had a weekly imbalance, but look at this SMT high right here, right? So if you're on B adjust or if you're not on B adjust, it does change it a little bit by about like 50 points, 120, 150 points, I don't know. Not much of a difference in the sense that the divergence is still there, right? So we haven't taken out an all-time high on the NASDAQ yet, meaning that the ES has been a bit stronger. Look, this is that recent high on ES. We've been above it. We tried to break back below it for a bit. Now we're trying to push again back above it. I'm going to extend this level right here. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Extend that right there. What is going on, guys? Let's see. So that's sort of what I'm looking at. I want to see ES strength. I want to see maybe, what I'd like to see is if ES could take out this low while NASDAQ doesn't take out that low. Look for some divergence in that sense, right? But we do really just have to be careful. You know, this is the daily time frame. Daily was very bullish on Friday, so we could look for some type of continuation today, but be very aware of where some key levels might be resting. So let's see, this is a super important level on the NASDAQ. I'm going to make that darker black and thicken it, so I know that that's more important. What do we got? 15 minute. I'm really not seeing anything on the 15 that I like setup-wise. If you really have to feel the need to trade, we have a 15-minute fair value gap that we did respect right there, and it also has a bit of a breaker block right here as well. So that would be the breaker block, but I'm not a fan of that setup. It worked, right? This wick right here would have been a nice entry, but I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather look for a supply or demand zone. So we're going to check our 15, our 30-minute, 45. See if we have any zones forming or if we have anything of interest, right? So we have this basing right here on ES and NQ on the 45-minute time frame. So, and then we have an impulse move too. So the question is, this is the 45-minute time frame. For the 45 to continue, we'd have to keep going in this direction for another 27 minutes, which would bring us into market open. That would bring us into about 9:45. So that's something to be to consider as well, to see if we do want to continue higher. 1 hour, I'm not really seeing anything. 2 hour, I'm not really seeing anything. Let's see. Let's pop this open a bit more. So again, we have this pre-market high on ES 5808, and that's right below a supply zone. So if we do push bullish, what I want to know is everybody going to be trying to catch this breakout long? Should I be shorting this break? Are people going to be trying to go long up here while I should be trying to short up here? So that's something to consider as well, and we get a real nice risk to reward out of that, depending on our entry, depending on everything, you know? So this is the 90-minute time frame. We did have, so this could potentially be a 90-minute supply zone. I don't know where my tools are anymore. I changed my chart. It was light. I don't know. I'm not going to change it back now. It was light mode, and now it's dark mode, and I got to get used to it. So like this right here could potentially be a supply zone, but I'm not a fan of it because this candle ends up coming back into it, right? So what we look for in supply and demand zones is we look for an imbalance, right? That needs to be tested that has liquidity. Well, this was already tested. All the unfilled orders had that second chance already. So I'm not a big fan of that. 1 hour. 2 hour. 3 hour. Again, just looking for any zones down here, any zones up here. Guys, if you see anything that I'm missing, let me know. If you see anything that you think I should be seeing, and you're like, hey, Kev, don't forget this one right here, definitely let me know. I want to know. Let's see. So that was, I'm sort of just gazing at the ES right there. Take a look at the NASDAQ now. What do we got? It says a 90-minute supply zone right here, right? So look, we had the drop candle. The drop wasn't the strongest, but then the continuation, look at that. That was a crazy move, crazy move. So we tried to get to it. Again, we made a pre-market high, though. So let's put our buy-side liquidity up here, right? People are looking to probably stop out of shorts or get into longs. So it's buy-side liquidity. Why is my buttons showing? Make sure everything's set up. Alright, so that's sort of what I'm looking for. NASDAQ, yes, I'm looking for sellers in that supply zone. It's about 150 points away on the NASDAQ, so it's like great. That's a good short setup, but we will have to be patient. Demand-wise, we really don't have much demand under us until this 15-minute demand here on ES, on NQ. Right, this 15-minute demand, which does have an internal sell-side liquidity all the way down here. So again, we have a pretty big range, guys. Because we don't have any demand up in this area, this is our range. This is our range, 340 points. Inside, because think about it too, guys, we're also within yesterday's range. Yesterday we had a very big range too, 260 points. So because we already had another high, that's giving us a wider range, right? So we're able to really have a nice range on today on the NASDAQ. Same with ES. ES had 50 points yesterday. So if we're looking at ES's range today, again, because there's no demand under us until, well, ES, there's really no demand I have until this 2 hour 57.18, and that's about 60 points away. So that's sort of where I'm at right now, right? No A+ setups in the middle. I'm looking for something up here or down here. And, yeah, I mean, I'm looking. I want to see if there's any setups for us, but maybe right here. Maybe we'll see a pullback at this point. Good morning, yo, YouTube guys. Drop a comment, drop a like. Let me know what do you guys trade in Discord. You too, guys. What's up? Good morning, good morning. I think I got on early. Today is 9:20. Yo, what's that noise? I don't know if I'm bugging out or what. I'm bugging, man. Alright, so that's sort of what we're looking for on ESNQ. I guess that's sort of why everything's a little slow right now. So it's 9:23. Market has not opened yet. Guys, stay hydrated. Stay busy, stay preoccupied if you have to, if you already have your trade set up like myself, right? So I don't want to keep staring at the charts. Oh, you know what? Gold and crude. Gold and crude. I love gold and crude, especially because we ain't got shiznick going on right now on ESNQ, middle of nowhere.
I'm looking at a retrace back down to 74.5, which is a pivot point and also a fair value gap on the 30-minute. Just looking for an entry point on that. Yeah, I've got 74.5 for a downside target.
Nice. Alright, I'm looking for, let's take a look at crude real quick. So we have a 30-minute imbalance that came at 3 in the morning last night, right? I believe 3 in the morning is when what market opens?
Well,
Asia?
London opens at 2, and
2.
Asian
markets.
at 2.
That's what I thought. Okay, so yeah, so we created this imbalance on crude. Look at this massive move we created. Maybe throw an optimal trade entry on there. Throw our fib up. Throw our fib up, fib up. It's a stick up, stick up. Look at that. 78% lines up exactly with this key level that I had at this blue level. So again, we have the 30-minute imbalance. 15-minute. We do have a 15-minute imbalance down here too. We have a liquidity sweep right here, though, which tells me maybe towards the top will be an entry. What's this gray level here on crude that I have? I'm going to delete it. Touch down. Let's see. This level could be deleted too. Always good to delete old levels. You don't want to be confused or thrown off, think something is there when it's not. Sometimes levels are meant to stay, sometimes they are not. Hey Kevin, you look for setups on the 15-minute chart. Yep, absolutely. 15 tells me direction. 15 tells me direction, hourly tells me direction. But yeah, I like the 15, especially if I'm looking for a reversal, because that 15 will tell us about a reversal with confidence, unlike the 5 or the 1. The 5 can tell us, if it's lining up right with the 15, but we have to remember that, and this only makes sense, if we're going to reverse, the higher time frame is going to reverse too, is it not? Because they can't hide price action, they can't hide higher time frame. And the biggest problem with higher time frame, of course, is nobody wants to be entering on an hourly, right? Nobody wants to wait for an hourly time frame. People barely want to wait for a 15-minute time frame. Me, in my opinion, that's, where we get the best confirmation and sometimes some of the best setups, especially because we are charting it out on a higher time frame. So again, because we are looking bullish here on ES and NQ, I wouldn't really want to take it short. But because we don't have any support under us supply or demand wise, I don't really want to take any longs either. We sort of have this zone right here, but if I look at this little demand zone right here, it's very small. Oh wait. It's pretty small. I don't know. It's not the most ideal zone. We can mark it out and keep it there and see if we do want to react to it. It's a 30-minute. Wrong one. Oh, new trading view tool, by the way. They changed up the note one. So they changed, the note used to be the pin one, where you could write something and then it'll stay there and it'll show you when it hovers over it. Now they added a new note one where you click somewhere and then drag and then you add your note. And that's pretty cool. I like that a lot better. That'll probably look a lot cleaner when I'm sharing charts and stuff. So that 30-minute is okay, but also I'm looking at the rally afterwards and the rally's pretty weak. So my thoughts are maybe if we want to fail this zone, come back to this zone and then retest that zone. That's something I might look for. But right now, I'm looking for buyers to sort of take us higher, manipulate a lot of traders into thinking we're bullish, and potentially reverse, up at the supply zone. And if we don't, that's okay. Then I'll look for some type of reversal or entry long, because again, that daily time frame is very bullish. So it's definitely hard to fight that, but I also don't want to look at the daily and have a lock-on mindset bias and miss out on any other setups because I do have my zones there. Monday morning open crazy on top first candle now. My opinion, I feel like every market open first like 9:30 candle is very volatile, but yeah, absolutely, I'd say so. So what are we looking at? Where did I have that optimal trade entry? What did I have that OTE on? Oh, right. Crude. We'll look for crude, guys. Crude will probably be our trade today. Not gonna lie. Especially, again, reason for that being ES and Q. A little bit middle of nowhere right now. Right now, if we look at crude, what time is it? Market open yet? We got 40 seconds to go over crude. If we look at crude on the daily, look at the daily time frame on crude, guys. Look at this. Strong. Crude's just flying right now. With that being said, I want to fly with crude, so I'll wait for the 5 minutes to give me confirmation on crude to go long. Market's going to open in 20 seconds. I'm also taking a look at our equities, right? Look at Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, very strong at open. Amazon and Apple are weak at open. So we're keeping a very close eye on that. Definitely not going to look to enter any trades as soon as market opens. Alright, there's market open right there. We'll stay on the 15. Oh, and you know what? Do you guys want book map too? Love me a little book map. It's like, I'd maybe consider a short in this zone. But I'd really rather not. I'd really rather just sort of be patient. But if we get a 5-minute confirmation on it, I'll take it. Because look, that's a 5-to-1. So I'm going to wait. We'll be patient. Right now, we're in the middle of no man's land. Our setups are up here. Down here, if we break down here first. And maybe up here. NASDAQ, our setup is up here. And we're really just seeing that we don't have much support under us. Even though, yes, we were very strong yesterday. We did not really create any good demand zones. We need some type of demand to hold us, just like we need supply to push us lower. Well, we have a supply above us. We don't have a demand below us, really. Add an alert right here. Looking at crude. Probably look for something like... My first thought was maybe we'll look for something like this on crude, but then I thought, well, OT is right here. And then I thought, well, the liquidity sweep is right there. But then and again, if we're waiting for a 5-minute close, I'm just going to wait for some type of candle to show that buyers are starting to step in when we get down here on crude. If we get down there on crude. What's gold doing? You guys want to take a look at gold real quick? Hey, what's going on, Amity? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Yo, Blackfoot. Yo, Godo, what's going on, Godo?
All good, man.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing well. I'm still struggling with the emotional BS we all have to get over.
All right,
But
okay.
it's good. But I'm learning a lot. I've been focusing more on other communities that focus on ICT.
Okay, and how is that?
I really like that stuff. Sorry?
How is that going? Is it starting to help? Do you still feel like you're sort of struggling?
Oh no, they're really good mentors, and it's just personal issues. I've not been able to have the discipline to follow through with what they're teaching. Just over trading, I still struggle with, but I'm taking measures to correct.
Okay, that's good, man. That's great. One thing that I would suggest that's not even strategy related when it comes to things like over trading and an emotional issue with trading is I would definitely suggest, and I'm sure I've probably told you this 1,000 times, tell everybody this, but maybe size down. You know, if you're used to risking 200 or 300, but you're still sort of worried about it, you know, risk 150 a trade, risk 200 a trade. If especially if you're doing like a 50K account, you could risk 150, 200 because evals are cheap, number one. And number two, that's a good set risk to reward too if you're looking for 3 to 1s, 4 to 1s, and you're risking 150 to make 500, you know? And
Yeah,
that,
yeah, I've already done that. But one of my issues, the over trading is you do enough of that, it doesn't matter. So
yes, it
with this
does
week,
keep,
I'm gonna start limiting myself to 1 to 3 trades, depending if I'm winning or up or down, and try. I want to start having the discipline of being able to just walk away.
good, and as you should. So give yourself an objective, right? So sometimes we need something to tell us what to do instead of what not to. Like sort of like when we're raising a kid, don't tell them what not to do. Tell them what to do. So maybe when you hit your daily goal, right? Do you have a problem when you hit your daily goal? You keep over trading too.
Yeah, giving it back. Yeah.
Yep. So like you hit your daily goal, then tell yourself, don't tell me not to trade anymore. Let me try a different evaluation account then, right? Give yourself something
So
else
what
to do.
One thing I did do, which I know I switched to Top Step, which they have a way to lock yourself out, which
Yep,
is
I love Top Step. They're a bit more expensive, but their payouts situation is a bit cleaner, and yeah, yeah, Top Step's
and
great.
the risk management is really nice to be able to have that in there. So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100% agreed. All right, let's see. So, guys, we got a 15-minute demand zone here in gold. It held up once here, and then look at how we reacted to that liquidity sweep there in that demand zone, right? So, again, just a matter of finding where the sweep and the ranges are. See, the demand zone will always show us the bottom of a range. The supply zone will always show us the top. Because think about it this way. The supply or demand zone is going to hold, and if it holds, it's giving you that high and low, right, of that range, because the supply will be the top, demand will be the bottom. Once we break that range, we break that supply or demand zone. That's why intraday I always say if it breaks it that day, I will use it for a retest level, right? Because now we're breaking the range and we're coming back to retest before we have our second leg. So that's sort of how I look at my supply and demand zones as well, giving me that idea of the range because the market ranges 80-90% of the time. And again, look at this right here. We had a crazy wick lower, a crazy wick higher. Market is chopping right now, and I know to stay out of this chop. The NASDAQ looks a lot stronger, even though the ES, this candle looks a lot stronger. So right now, no trade. I'm looking for maybe this zone 57.88 up here on ES, but I also want to see if that was an area of interest yesterday, and it really wasn't. This area really was, right? This supply zone, this sell side liquidity up here. So I'll see if the 5-minute wants to give me some type of reaction up here, and I'll consider taking a short. But right now, this is my setup up here, because NASDAQ will also be pushing up there. Gold, I'll maybe look to see if gold wants to hit one of these lows or the demand zone again. Gold I'll see actually, because now we're coming out of, we swept this low and we created this 5-minute fair value gap. So I'll see if we want to hit that for potential long on gold, but I also want to see that daily time frame. Gold's been sort of squeezing. And as we saw Friday, we squeezed on NQES and we popped. So considerable gold long position. And again, guys, with longs on gold, if we do get that good position, we see buyers are able to really give us a strong move. So that's why we're able to have a good risk to reward on gold. So that's gold. This is ES and NQ are still sort of chopping around. VIX also not at any key levels. And that's, that also can help you with discipline. If you're trading something that is sort of chopping ES and NQ, give yourself something else to look at. Gold, crude, because it will give you a different market. It'll give you a different direction. We could even look at maybe like YM, the Dow. I charted supply and demand on the Dow. Look at this was a liquidity sweep into the supply zone, gave us a nice rejection back to this previous pivot low. So supply and demand, as long as the market has good volume, which things like the Dow, the gold, crude, NASDAQ, ES, they have good volume. They will give you good supply and demand reactions. Even Apple, Microsoft, things like that. Look at all these sellers starting to step in. These are heavy sell orders on the ES right there. Not looking for any longs right now. La Lisa. I like my new setup. I'm starting to clean up the setup a little bit over here. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but like I got a smaller little light, so I don't look like a ghost half the time on the videos. Discord, you guys can't see my face, but this gets streamed to YouTube and Twitch as well. So gold, not really seeing our entry there. If anything on gold, this is a pretty nice pullback. If we could create this low right here. You know what I'm saying? And then sweep that wick here and then push back higher. Then we could look for a good trade, tight stop loss. I need 1 minute. A bit of a 1 minute right there. Always got to be careful. Never know when it might want to tick one little push lower. So we'll just have to see. Look at all the wicks, guys. All the wickage going on. All these sellers. I said this is heavy selling on ES right now. Probably going to get a nice reaction. We should get a nice reaction. If we don't, then again, we're just going to keep chopping. Keep on chopping. Icebergs showing a strong selling pressure. Crude oil also chopping right now, right? I have my alert set for crude, and that's where we're at. We have our alerts, and that will keep us also, you know, emotionally disconnected from the market. Not near my zone, not near my target. I'm not taking any trades. Not target, entry. Anybody take any trades yet today? I hope not. I hope I've been a good enough educator slash streamer, mentor, teacher to convince you guys to not take any trades yet.
Zero.
Good.
Dude, I feel like they put you on the worst days to trade.
Dude, what do you mean I trade? I stream every day now. On Monday, Fridays is Bullishbrs YouTube and on Discord. But I opened that Twitch account, so I'm going to be streaming on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with you guys.
Oh, cool. I've never heard of Twitch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'll show you. Oh, you know what? Might have streaming mode on. Yeah. If you click my profile, Twitch, connections Twitch, you open that up. It's another streaming platform, you know. Like literally just started it. But that way, you know, you guys could trade with me
that's
too.
Awesome. I'm happy for you, Kevin, because that's what people need is just consistency to follow one person. That's great.
Yep. Absolutely, 100%. And because you know what it is too, for a while I was dealing with some family situations, so I really couldn't do much more than the 2 days already. And sometimes I'd even miss one of those. So being able to finally, you know, lock down, lock in, be able to do it more full time again, blessing. Trading is a blessing. Our health is a blessing. Every morning is a blessing. Except if you're fighting something. You're fighting something, you stay strong. You'll get through it. Look how we react to these highs, all these wicks. Just very uncertain market, very weak market in the ESNQ right now. We did not get that test here on gold. Look how close it was. It was a wick away. This is the 5-minute chart. So we have 3 minutes left on the 5, right? So as we know, that's plenty of time for it to push lower, hit, and push back higher. So I'm going to take a look at gold over here. Okay.
Definitely a nice setup for later this week with the news to just make this thing puke, no?
Oh yeah. I was thinking the same thing. PPI,
So many
CPI later.
Wings to the downside, yeah.
Yeah, gonna be good. Gonna be good. Let's see. Let's do 6.
We got CPI, FOMC minutes, and PPI this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Nice.
I'm trying to wait till Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to click the buttons.
To click the buttons. Yeah, I'm checking out gold right now. Gold, crude, they are pushing away from my entry like a few ticks before, right? So crude pushed away at 8.55 though. Gold's pushing away just on this 5-minute right now. So we can take a look at the 1 minute, get an idea. We do have a lot of support down here, and this is where my entry is, so I do want to see if we get one more push back lower. and we'll probably take some gold along. So don't forget, guys, got to check that higher time frame, 15-minute. Let's zoom in on gold real quick. 15, 30, 45, 1 hour. That's the 90, that's the 1 hour. That's tough, man, that's tough. The 2 hour looks pretty bearish. 2 hour closes in 16 minutes. 1 hour closes in 16 minutes. 4 hour closes in 16 minutes. You know what? That 4 hour opens. I've been seeing a lot of people make those videos, and it's funny. I always talk about, you know, the time analysis, right? Time analysis over everything else. Seen videos where people are like, oh, I wait for the 4 hour candle to open at 10 o'clock, and then I'll look for the manipulation in one direction, get in on that wick, and then I'll ride it to the other direction. So, alright, that's interesting. That's almost like, you know, waiting for every hourly to close, you know, to see where that hourly closes and which direction we start to push in. Because a lot of times, as we see on probably 99% of these candles, maybe, you know, one right here, where it has wicks on both sides, right? So a lot of times it'll open, move a little in one direction, and then find its true direction. So that's sort of how they're doing it. And that's definitely interesting.
A wickless candle, those are great targets, too.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And those, you know what? You know what I've been seeing a lot lately? I've been seeing that those make great fair value gaps as well, because those are like true imbalances, you know? So those are really great. Definitely a fan. Look at the selling coming back in. Glad we weren't, you know, trying to chase. Oh, it's starting to push away from my entry. I gotta get in long here. Nope. It's either our entry or no entry. Where we at now? And guess what? If we start to push higher, that's great. I want us to push higher. Because we still haven't hit that 15-minute, 5-minute fair value gap? 5-minute fair value gap is unhit. So I do think we're going to at least at some point come down to this. We can check our news right here. Nothing scheduled today, nothing scheduled tomorrow. FOMC minutes on Wednesday. And then, yes, as we know, CPI Thursday and Friday PPI. Those are going to be fun.
Don't forget about the auctions today.
When are the auctions? I didn't see that on,
They start around
Next
11,
week has
11:30.
the auctions.
Oh, wait. I had that. That's why I had this clicked. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bill auctions. Yeah, those don't... I don't think those are really going to affect our ESNQ too much. I don't think. But we'll take a look at it. Always important to be aware of the news. And again, we use Bookmap all day, every day. Or, well, while we're trading, I should say. Wow, I'm rhyming like crazy. No, I'm just kidding. So with that being said, when we do have some type of news, a lot of times we'll see them pull the orders on the market. You know, ESNQ, they'll get very dry. They'll pull all of the orders. The market will get dry because then we'll have that volatility hit. So that's also a good way to see if, you know, news is going to affect the market. Guys, look how choppy we've been. And how did we know we were going to be choppy this morning? Because we're not at supply, we're not at demand, we have no support under us, but we also don't have much resistance above us. So just middle of nowhere right now. Waiting for our setups. A lot of sellers keep on stepping in the ES here, and that's great. I love that sellers are stepping in ES because my short set up at 5808. Are you going to say something, Godo? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, I don't know if this is seek and destroy or if this is a really nice setup on NQ right now, but yeah, no, it's
Where?
seek and destroy-ish. I thought it was a unicorn setting up for going to the downside right now, but
What time frame?
well, I'm on the 1 minute.
Get out of here.
Yeah, right. Shut up.
Come on, man. I'll be on you.
We got a megaphone, big time.
Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
A megaphone on NQ.
You know what it is, guys? We could joke about price action, joke about ICT all we want, but as I always say, and I'm gonna repeat myself because Godo's here now, no strategy works the same way every strategy works, right? In the sense that supply and demand works, but sometimes supply and demand doesn't work. Fair value gaps work, sometimes fair value gaps don't work. unless you're consistent with something, consistently, back testing it, trading it, journaling it, looking for specifics about it, you're not going to be able to find consistency with it. If I'm jumping from fair value gap to supply demand to ICT to smart money to the strat to just all this stuff, you're not going to find consistency because you keep on changing things. And that's what needs to change, right? So if you keep doing something over and over again, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. If you keep strategy hopping and expecting this, to find that golden strategy, you're not going to find it. There is no golden strategy. The golden strategy is the system you create. Find a strategy that you like, that's something you're comfortable with. I know, Ironclad, you were showing us that cool B4 indicator. If you like the B4 indicator, that's great. Then find some type of risk management system to build off of it. My supply and demand, I like supply and demand. Now I could build off supply and demand because there's such wide zones. Now I could find different ways to work off of it. Can I go long at demand if we get a fair value gap there? Can I go long at demand if we are sweeping a previous low there? Different types of setups, and it creates a system. How much can I risk on this trade if we have 3 confirmations? Well, then I could risk 300. How much can I risk on this trade if we have 2 confirmations? Okay, well, then I could only risk 150 to 200. Finding that system, finding those confirmations, understanding probabilities in the market, all things that we have to consider. It's not just strategy based. That was a good little rant. I should clip that. What time is it? 9:49?
You just inspired me to full port all my Monopoly money.
Good, I'm glad. Let's see, gold. Look at gold, guys. Still not in gold. Gold's still chopping around. 4-hour close in 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes. Now, the 4-hour on gold, I would have much rathered it closed somewhere up here. So it doesn't look like we're going to get that close on gold. Right up here. So in the next 10 minutes, I want to move up there. Now, just because I want that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Right? So we do just have to be patient. We have our zone right here. We do have some bearish pressure after rejecting this 5-minute fair value gap. So I'm really just going to be patient with gold. Look at my higher time frame analysis. Now the higher time frames, the 45, the 90, the hourly, they're sort of telling me bearish. But we're just sort of going to have to see, because it's 2-hour also. I'm just going to have to let this close, guys. I do want to see buyers take over on gold, so the next candle we could sort of manipulate a bit and push back lower for our entry, give me a higher probability, so I could then risk more on that trade. Cautious, always, moments there. Yo, Writing Cat, Tanisha, what's going on? Rob, Remy, what's up, what's up? Are you guys in any trades right now? You guys take any trades today? Habibi asked about MSTR. Yeah, I'd say I'm a master. What can I say? Oh, MicroStrategy. Haha. So funny. Turn extended hours off. Yeah, it's a nice pop right there. Daily time frame, very bullish. I'd be careful with this level we just took out because we haven't closed today yet. And I would look for this level. Just keep it as simple as possible, guys. Major pivot highs, major pivot lows. These are very, very, very important levels. Very strong levels. We will usually get reactions to them.
Hey, guys, it was great to hear your voices. Have a great Monday. Kevin, congratulations on being back at it full time. I love to hear that.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Good hearing from you, man. I hope you join some more.
I totally will. See you soon.
Awesome, bro. Be good. Peace. Alright, let's get silver back here. I like watching silver with gold. Yeah, look at this. Look at this here on gold. That's tough right there.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Moonshift here. How are you doing this morning, hostess with the mostest?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Well, I followed your strategy and got 2 of 2 last night in the Asia Open, made 23 points, didn't hold overnight. Lucky I didn't because it went south.
Okay, good. Good. Good job, man.
Yeah, it made a nice pop, so it's better to be in the green.
Yeah, that's great. Good. Good catching that. Good catching that. Me personally, I just never have good luck, and I'll even call it luck when it comes to trading the overnight markets, because there's really no volume driving them, and if there is any volume, it's very low. Sometimes it's news. Blah, can't talk. But yeah, no, that's great, dude. That's great. If the setup's there, then take it, 100%. If the setup's there, you see it. And that's also why it's good to have alerts. If you have an alert on a setup that you're waiting for, and it's like 2 in the afternoon, and you're out at the grocery store or whatever you're doing, and your phone goes off and says, "Hey, we're hitting this spot on gold," you take your phone out, you can enter right there on your phone. Guys, I did want to point out
I traded a little bit.
They added something new, guys, on TradingView for executions, and holy cow, is it awesome. Check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. So if I wanted to make, oh my goodness. So this is on my Tradeovate, right? So if I wanted to make a new order now, I could hit create new order, and look, it gives you the stop loss take profit. So then if this is a buy order, I could drag the stop loss, I could drag the take profit, and then if I hold shift, I could move the whole thing around and then place my order. How cool is that? How cool is that, guys? Like, damn, that's dope. I really like that. I like that a lot.
You're saying now the stop loss and the take profit stick between orders? Because that was the thing I ran into, is it always cleared those 2 check boxes all the time.
I know, me too. Me too. If you just do buy 2 limit, sell 2 limit, it's not going to do it. You have to do create new order. And then when you have a new order sitting here, like sort of grayed out, that's when you could drag the stop loss, drag the take profit. Now, if you move the limit by itself, it's going to just move the limit. If you hold shift and move one of them, it selects the whole thing and you can move the whole thing.
Got it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I found that so awesome. Nice. SIG is testing an opening range break tool. That's pretty cool. Look at the Chop City. Oh, gold. My watch went off. We're getting that gold area over here. 15, 30. I almost want to take this on gold. Let's see. Oh my god, I thought this ES was gold on Bookmap. That would have sucked. We're gonna wait a second on gold here. Because if it dumps some more, 2660 looks pretty heavy on Bookmap. That's like that's not deep into demand, but back into the demand zone. So just really being patient here on gold. If we do start to pull back out, we'll look for an entry, something like that. But right now, waiting, bro. Waiting. I like that the iceberg starting to form there on gold. I'm gonna try one contract. We'll start a position on gold here. I do want to be a little careful. I want to see optimal trade entry, anything. Probably going to stop out of, we'll see. I like that buyers are starting to step in here, right? So buyers have interest in this level, in this zone. Good buying starting to push here. But look, the last time we had a good buying bubble, they got trapped. Minute 32 left, 15 minute, I'm looking at the 15. ES and NQ still chopping. Gonna add an alert down here on ES. How's crude looking? Crude also didn't really give us an entry yet. Testing a starter position on gold, right? So we're trying gold longs, but we do have some selling pressure, so we do want to be careful because the 5 hasn't closed yet. And also, that 4 hour, guys, closes in 50 seconds. So, not every trade setup has to work out. I'll probably stop out of this, I'm thinking.
All right, well, I've got a meeting, so I'm out for the rest of the day. Enjoy your day. Hope everything goes green for you.
Alright, Marziti. Good having you, bro. Have a great day. Have a good meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. I will stop out of gold if we get a little push down right there. Probably gonna get that stop out right there. 2660 looked pretty strong, but I'm gonna wait, let the 5 close. Yeah, so there's that stop out of gold. Again, we went a light starter position, right? That's why risk management is so important too. Ooh, let's see. Hold up. 4 hour, 30, 15. It's like those higher time frames just look bearish, so I'm gonna wait. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's trying to push lower, which is bullish. Should be bullish on gold. Buyers are trying to hold in this area, so I'm gonna give longs one more shot with the stop at the with this stop at the lows. Again, glad we're going light, but I like that liquidity. 2660 I like, but 2660 is like right here. So maybe we get that 2660 sweep and then a reverse. So 2659 is where I would stop out of gold. But good selling pressure coming in, so not too confident in gold at the moment. It's hitting at 78 right now on the OTE. But that doesn't really mean SHIT. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see. Hitting that 2660. We're near that 2660. Looking at crude. Crude still was potentially giving me a setup too. I'm looking at gold, and we hit that demand zone, right? So this was a demand zone that was holding up. So anybody that's trying to catch these shorts going lower might be missing out the fact that we do have a demand zone here. How's the hourly look? Hourly did look pretty bearish, though. 30, 15, the 30 look. Yeah, 30 looks bad. 15.45. Bears definitely look like they have it at the moment. Clearly, they do have it at the moment. So we're just going to wait and see if we get some type of reaction. What else we got? ESNQ still chopping, crude also sort of chopping, sellers with some good pressure on gold. Probably could have looked for a short setup, I guess, but I didn't want to go short into demand. Not a fan of doing that, what can I say? I like that they're trying to hold this 2660 level. Trying is the key word, though. They break that. And we're gone. We're done. Getting a bit of a pop on the dollar right there, which is a bearish sentiment for something like gold. But it's also chopping, which is weak. Minute 48 left in this 5. I'm looking at the sellers trying to step in again here on gold. 2660 strong level. Trying real hard to defend that 2660. Look at that, real hard. Let's see. ES and Q still chopping and popping. Popping and locking. Depending how this 5 closes, I'll get in a full position. Where are we at? If the 5 could give us a nice rejection candle, that would be great. 26.59.90 would be stop loss. 4 to 1, 5 to 1 risk to reward. But just gotta wait. Gotta see how the 5 closes. If the 5 decides to continue to dump, then we're just gonna stop out of the starter position. If the 5 starts to pump, we could get into our full position. Look at the support under us. We have support under us on gold, not much resistance above us. I like that for these longs. I'm going to get in my full position. Now I'm in a full position on gold. Stop loss is right here. And we'll see if buyers do want to hold it. $10 seconds left. I like this buy bubble right here. I like the support under us. That's why I got in my full position. I do want to be a little careful. The other time frames are still sort of more bearish. But I'm really looking for us to take out because we still have demand under us, and that's what I'm looking for us to hold. Welcome to me. You don't want to see you make the same mistake. Nice. Gold. Good stuff on gold right there. Market pulse ticking green on gold. Good buying pressure right there. Really want to see us sweep all these sellers, guys. How great would that 8 to 1 be? Just gotta see though. Look at this resistance trying to poke in. I'm staying in this. Maybe I'd consider getting out of one contract. Just off the fact that, you know, the higher time frames are still sort of more bearish. But like, yes and no. The 3 hour does have a lower wick. 2 hour. Everything's got their lower wicks, so wouldn't be too out of the ordinary for us to continue higher. Give us a good pop on gold. But just because they have their lower wicks doesn't mean we're going to go higher. We have to remember that. How's the daily time frame looking? Sort of squeezing. Still within that previous day's range. Where's that previous day high? All the way up there. Okay, beautiful. Would love previous day high. Starting to get weak. Every time buyers try to step in, they do get a little weak on gold. I'm going to trust this fair value gap and trust this demand zone, though. We're going to just be patient here. 26.59, like 90 is my stop loss. Right under this level right here. See how they held this level? I want to see if we could hold that level. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. Crude gold. Crude pulling back a bit. I don't like that the dollar was trying to pop higher. Now, I use the USD against JPY because it moves a bit faster than the USD, the DXY. I was just sort of testing that out last night, doing a little back testing and such. But the reason that I like for bulls right now on gold is because we've sort of been chopping on the dollar, right? When we're chopping on the dollar, we're not really trending, we're failing, we're weak. That should be a strong gold. Still chopping on ES and NQ, right? So it's good that we found something that was sort of moving. Now we just got to see if the trade wants to play out. Again, not much resistance above us at all on gold. And that's why I like these longs. Beautiful, beautiful. Good morning, guys. Good morning, YouTube guys. What's going on? Anybody on these gold longs with me right now? I hope somebody is. Because I do like these guys. I do. I don't know, man. It's something about that higher time frames getting to me. But like, where's the 30-minute? 45, 90, 1 hour. I don't know. I guess the demand zone is giving me more confirmation on it, I suppose. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Watch, I'm gonna leave. It's gonna go hit stop loss. Alright, where are we at, gold? Come on now, gold. What are we doing, baby? My issue would be using this level as a target. But again, I see this as support under us. I don't see this as targets under us because we don't really have anything above us. Pretty solid entry. Entry was about here. I don't like that we keep getting weak. Kind of want to trim a contract on the next push higher. But I also don't want to wuss out of this trade because it could be a real nice winner. So we're going to wait and see on gold. Again, very weak on the dollar. Want to see that reflect on gold strong. 15 closes in about 4 minutes. 30 closes in about 18 minutes. 45 closes in 18 minutes. 90 closes 18 minutes. Hourly closes in a while. The hourly is pretty bearish, which I don't like. But again, it was at demand. So because it was at demand, I don't really want to go short against that. A lot of support building up under us again. So again, it's bookmap and demand that was sort of giving me the confidence on this trade. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Got to remember that that can happen sometimes and will happen sometimes. I was saying how that higher time frame did look more bearish. Time frame analysis over everything. Supply and demand's up there though, so it's like just got to be patient right now. Just got to let it play out. Can't talk myself out of it. Can't talk myself into it. We're already in it. We have our stop loss. We have our take profit, and that's just where we're at right now. Nice. There we go, gold. Come on, gold. Give me a little confidence. Give me a little gold. Give me a little ice. Wes, you're in this. Good stuff, Wes. Good stuff, Wes. There we go, gold. No time to do what's right for me. But it doesn't mean that... Nice. Yo, I'd love a nice move on gold, guys. 8-1 risks a reward on that. Psh, go crazy. Support building up under us. Very good. Like to see that. There we go, gold. Dollar's dropping. Come on, gold. Give me that reaction. Give me that reaction. Don't get weak around that 50%. Don't get weak. I call nonsense. Run it, gold. Run it. I want to see us surpass this 50% on this 5-minute candle. You know, even first target might even be able to be a good target right here. You know, people have their stop orders right there in short positions. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. Understanding where people might have their stops is a great way to find targets, right? So anybody who's trying to short this move might have their stop loss in this fair value gap. They might have their stop loss at this high. So I'm expecting us to go run that. Nice. Currently in 2 gold contracts. So wants to pop. Good buying coming in. Love to see it. Love to see it. Nice, guys. Nice, nice, nice. Starting to come into a little resistance up here. That was a good 5-minute candle, though. Great 15-minute candle. Just gonna wait right now. I'm not the biggest fan that the 1-minute run-up was pretty weak. But, it's still bullish. You know, 5-minute is still bullish. I don't want to go off the 1-minute. I want to go off the 5-minute. So, same stop loss. I'd maybe consider getting out of one contract. That's sort of where I'm at right now with this trade. Not right here. Like if we get another move higher. I did want to use that, this target right here as the first target. Not a fan of that. Again, that higher time frame was a bit more bearish. 30-minute, 30 close yet. 30's got 15 minutes to close. 15 just opened. 5-minute just opened. I didn't like that the 1-minute was very weak on its way up.
It's a little bit of a... I just took a short supply on the NQ. But it's already coming back towards my stop.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Short on NQ supply? What time frame was the supply zone?
Very short, 5-minute.
5-minute. Oh, okay. Alright, guys. So gold got a little resistance up here, right? And gave us a very strong reaction back to our entry.
I stopped out to break even, but it might retest.
Okay. I know, I feel like gold might want to push back up from the zone. I'd love to see this be like the second entry for the long positions. And push back up on this 5. Still in gold longs. Sounds like my dog's telling me to get out of gold. I don't know if y'all hear her barking in the back.
I tried to get in gold with you, but my broker is £1 sterling per point minimum.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. What about micros? Are there micros?
Yeah, I'm still saving up for the trade of 8 balance. I'm aiming for 2.5k.
Gotcha. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. There we go, guys. Nice reaction, gold. Nice reaction to gold. That's a good 1-minute. That's beautiful. If this thing could continue on this 1-minute, we might get that second leg and might get our first take profit right there. If that's the case, most likely going to keep holding these. This could be a really great trade right here. Now, last time we were up here on gold, we rejected pretty strong, pretty fast. So I want to see a good reaction to this zone. 2660 to 2666. 6-point move so far. Again, getting another reaction to this area. 36 seconds in this 1 minute. Staying patient. I want to see buyers step back in. This is where it's important. Definitely having trouble here. Hi, I'm a full-time trader looking for a community. Are you primarily futures? We're primarily futures. Yeah, most of us are futures in here. I think Jeremy trades stocks. I know Sig trades everything. So he trades stocks, futures, forex, options, everything. Anything you could think of. 57 seconds left in this 5 minute. Gonna hold this long position. Oh. It just said, are you sure about that? You sure you want to hold that? Yeah, I'm sure. Market's like, hold my beer. Hold my beer, let's see how much you want to hold this long. See how bad you want it, Kevin. Dollar's popping, which again is bearish for gold. We want a weak dollar for strong gold. So a bit of a red flag. Stay patient here on gold. 14 seconds left. Really want to see a good reaction back higher, but it's not looking likely. These bears just took some momentum with them. Looking at the 15. 15 still sort of keeping me bullish. Ref. ES, I think ES is in my entry area over here. Okay, so that's something. Maybe we'll get gold up here. And ES, NQ's pushing higher. I mean, VIX is pushing higher, which is bearish. Alright, so we got gold here. Gold's not looking good on these longs, guys. I'm gonna be real. I won't stop out, but I'll move my stop loss. Yeah, gold. Boo, gold. Where's my stop now? We'll see. Let's see. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Just came back to our entry. I'll consider an ES short up here. Alright, 1 sec, guys. I am back, guys. Gold took a pretty sharp turn. Definitely probably should have scaled 1, but I'm still holding them, guys. We're not going to get out just yet. 30 minute, a bit bearish. Looking for ES and Q as well. I want to see how the 15 minute closes on ES and NQ for a short. Yeah, gold's not looking good. Yeah, gold might go hit our stop losses. Let's see, not much support. 2660 was the original stop loss. I did move it up a little bit. So I'm not looking to risk much more, and the move was in our favor before, so I don't want to be bag holding a loser if we do want to reverse here. So you'll probably hear if we get stopped out. Because we didn't even hit take profit 1. If we hit take profit 1 and started to reverse, sure, then maybe I would have got out over here. But we didn't even hit take profit 1. Six minutes left in the 15-minute. I'm looking at these lower wicks, and that's sort of giving me confidence, but it's still not the strongest, right? We could still break those. Bears could still take momentum, take pressure. Look at this big sell bubble right there. It's like I sort of want to move my stop loss back to that 2660 mark, just to sort of give it a little room to breathe. But again, I also don't want to be holding a loser. It did give us an optimal trade entry already. 5 minutes left on the 15. I really want the last 30 seconds here to push back higher on gold. Ooh. Gold said that's funny. I don't. Yeah, that's funny. Today, twice I said something and immediately opposite. They're listening, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Coming close there on gold. This is my stop loss down here, so we did not run it yet. And you guys didn't hear it yet. No, it's certainly close as hell. Gold's getting close to stop. ES 15 hasn't closed yet on ES. There is the stops on gold to tick away. Very close. Still trying to hold that demand zone, I suppose, but bears were very strong on gold. I'm looking at this level. 2660 has not broken yet. So we are still in the longs. Oh, it's getting ready to break it. Guess who doesn't want to be in for that? I don't. We're gonna wait. Dollar's getting a little weak. Nope, there's some selling pressure. We're gonna wait. 26, very close to our stop. And that's okay. That's okay. Every trade should just be 1 R, 1 risk per trade. Every trade. Except if you're going lighter in size, right? Then you even risk less. Alright, so we're stopped out of gold there. Definitely some very strong momentum there. Crazy sauce. Where are we at on ES and NQ? Looking at that 15. We're looking at ES for this position, this trade to play out. Now we'll get ES up on here. Good selling pressure trying to step in on ES. I'll let you guys know if I get in anything on the ES to go short. NQ's trying to push higher, so we'll see if we want to create any divergence up here. Look at this buyer, keeps getting absorbed by that iceberg indicator. How's the 15 look? 15 hasn't closed just yet.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's up?
I'm looking for NQ short tapping the supply zone, 30-minute supply zone at 2183. Your
21. Where is it? 180. Oh, 183 right here. It said 30 minute. I think that's the one you're referring to.
Yeah, it tends to tap right off them at the moment.
Okay. Let me see. I'm looking for NQ ES short. ES is a bit weaker right now. Nice. Let's see. So we missed our original entry. We can look for a new entry here, and I am looking for sellers to continue. So I do want to pop back up. 84.75 would probably be ideal for short entries. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm waiting for. ESNQ. I'm looking at gold. Gold took out that low right there. That demand zone, that low, and is trying its best to pull back now. Probably wouldn't take gold again, though. Found support at that 2660. That 2660 means business on gold, man. That's wild. That's pretty wild. I think I want to try gold again because of that 2660. Lighter size, but yeah, that looked, alright. There we go, some good buying pressure. Let's say 15. That's what's up. That's what's up. Crude gold. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So with it being such a tight stop, right, we're able to sort of not get in heavier, but we are able to grab. Let's see. 26. Bring us a little closer to 2660 again. Silver's dropping though, and that's sort of bearish. Need the dollar to start failing. Really trying to hold this 2660. That seems like a good spot for longs. So we could add there. Again though, stop loss at this 2660 on gold. Just sort of trusting gold and bookmap right now, and if it does fail, it fails. And that's just, again, the way we have to be able to trade. And that's all with risk management, that's all with strategy, understanding zones, entries, probabilities, etc., etc. That first trade we took could have been great if we took profit early, but there was no reason to take profit early up here, right? So it is what it is. We just have to take it for what it is. Again, it looks like it's probably going to try to run a stop on gold. Just not looking good on gold right now. Yes, I wanted an entry short up here. We'll see if we can get that. Such a strong level. 2659.90 on gold.
$21.83 worked out really well. Kevin, 15 points up now.
Nice, nice. Very good. Very good. I know I was looking for ES. I missed ES short entry.
But I'm getting, it's a bit sketchy because the overall trend is bullish at, well, the short-term trend.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. 45.
Very choppy. Yeah.
Very choppy, dude. Very choppy day today. Choppy Mondays. And that's okay. That's why we size correctly, so we're not blowing the account for the rest of the week. It's just Monday. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, that's alright. Take Monday as a losing day. Pack it up and go along to Tuesday. Journal what happened. Notice what happened. Recognize what happened. Make a difference. Don't do it again. Yep, there goes gold. That's alright. That's alright. ESNQ also chopping though. Very difficult. Not much range to go off of, you know. Still sort of middle of nowhere. No continuation to the upside, no continuation to the downside. You know, why'd it stop me out of gold? Nah, it don't look good. What's crude doing? Crude I also wanted longs down here too. So again, it's just being patient. I moved my stop and got stopped out. Kevin, I'm out, buddy. Alright, Wes, man. Be good, be good. Thanks. Do you have any trials or specials coming up? I trade primarily commodities. We probably have a what's it called? Probably have a special coming out or something for Bullishbrs. If you check the website, check it on like Black Friday type of days, Thanksgiving type of days. Always running something. Even the nonsense holidays. Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day, I think we ran something. But yeah. Check it out, check it out. Let's see if we get divergence up here. If NQ fails that high. I mean, ES fails that high while NQ breaks that high. I'm looking at gold too, still trying to hold that demand zone. That's why I'm glad I didn't, you know, stop out and try to go short, because then guess what? It would have been chopped out either direction. Very strong sell wall here on ES. I'm considering taking this here. What do you guys think? What do we think? What do we think? Let's see. We get a push up here. Probably take a short right there. Stop loss up here. Because I like the I like this 354 iceberg. That's a very strong seller. So we could push into here and then reject. I will get in that with a very tight stop. Oh, is gold getting buying pressure? That's pretty funny. Gold's just chopping around. It does look like eventually it will make its way back up to that new high of day. And the reason I say that is because the daily is bullish, and we just took out these lows. We have failed to take out the lows again, but I'm not getting back in it. Fool me once.
Thanks, Kevin. I gotta go.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, I know today was a rougher Monday, right? So some days are a lot smoother, give us nice clean setups. Today being Monday, and especially with CPI and PPI being later in the week, you know, a lot of people are going to be waiting to trade then. Okay, so here's this level right here. Wow, that's a lot of sellers.
Hey Kevin, just before I go, there's a supply at a 30-minute supply at 5791 on the ES.
Nice. I'm in one short contract ES right now, guys, because of this seller right here. This is a very large seller, and we are in a range. I want to see if we come back to the bottom of the range. My thing's all like screwed up though. So I don't know if it'll let me exit correctly. 15-minute. Definitely close. Definitely a close one. Close to say. 30 looked a bit bullish. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Probably turn it into a scalp, because even though that seller was strong, we're not really getting a reaction off of it. Sellers accumulating again here. Very strong selling there, guys. My stop loss is right up here, a few points away. Very tight stop. But for whatever reason, I feel like we're going to want to try to hit that stop loss. But these sellers, this sell wall here, that's what I'm betting with. But, I don't know, man. Market's very choppy right here, very indecisive. Does not know which direction it wants to go in. What's the VIX doing? VIX is chopping, so I'd like to see VIX push higher, but it's not trying to push higher. Come on, give me one crazy move lower. Again, more sellers starting to stack up here on ES, but we're still failing the reaction. Minute 32 left in the 5. There we go, book map. There we go. Give me something. Give me something. Minute 17 left. Just very weak right now. Really weak right now. Give me that push lower. All the way lower. All the way lower to our range. But I don't know if we're going to make it to the bottom of the range because we've been ranging. I'm going to get out right there. Fork it. We're going to get out right there. Nice little scalp. Very low risk. Nothing beats a low risk trade, guys. Absolutely nothing. Even if it's just a little 2-to-1, but not even a 2-point risk on it. So that's alright. I'm looking at this level. Look at 1,800 orders to the sell side there. That's wild. And it does look like it wants to try to continue. That is something, man. Look at that. No resistance above us, really. We do have some resistance, all these sellers. Look at this. Every time buyers tried to step in on ES, that seller just absorbed it, and that's what gave us that reaction. So that was a really clean move. Good scalp right there. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Getting some volume. We're going to get that dump now. Let's see. 15 minute. Probably going to get that dump now. VIX trying to push higher. Oh, look at that, though. Too wicky, too volatile right now. Gold, look at gold is trying to push higher as well. But gold, 30 minute, 15 minute, 45. Yeah, yep. Alright, gold. Well played. Fair. Well played, gold. Gold outplayed me today, and that happens, guys. You know, we're trying to outsmart the markets. We're trying to be profitable in something that takes people so long, and guess what? Sometimes the setup's not going to work. Sometimes the trade's not going to work. How can I readjust next time? Well, I could probably have a wider stop loss, which is going to suck, but that's okay. I can maybe be more patient for my entry, but yeah, gold does look like it wants to continue here. Look at that. And again, that 2660, I said that was so key. So key. That would have provided a fantastic entry down here. 2660, that's the lows of this range. So again, hindsight will always be 2020. We cannot trade off hindsight. There goes ES. Probably going to try to make another dash to the downside again, I would think. Gold popping, crude popping. Wow, gold. Gold hurt my feelings today, gold. What do we got? What do we got? Yes, and Q chopping away. Wow, gold. I can't believe you. That is something, dude. And look, that 78% was there. Again, hindsight will always, always, always be 2020. And that's okay. Just gotta figure it out. Even it out, smooth it out. Now tomorrow I know what I'm looking for, right? I'm going to look for a trend in the market. I'm going to look for the same setups tomorrow that were provided today. Glad I got out of ES. I knew that it was just too choppy. I mean, obviously, we probably could have caught... We were short right here with stop loss right there. Could have caught another little leg here, but not worth it. Look at this iceberg, 1,800. That's where we went short off of. $10.42. You know, usually my trading window, 8:30 to about 11 o'clock, 9:30 to about 11 o'clock, so... running out of that window. Look at gold, man. That's something, dude. Had the right analysis on it. Had the right setup on it. Everything. Just bad now I want to say bad execution. Execution was clean. It's right here. It was bad execution. I got out early. Put my stop loss up a bit. And then I tried to re-enter and again had a bit too tight of a stop loss. I don't know why it stopped me out on this one. This trade should have kept me in there. But it happens, right? And when things like that happen, we just have to take it for what it is and try to figure out a way to, do better. And risk management will keep you in the game longer to do better. Look at that. Look at that. Came right to that iceberg and said, see ya. Icebergs are key when it comes to ranges. Dollar's dropping, which again is bullish on gold and crude. Can't believe gold, man. This is BS right there. And there's no entry. Now there's no entry at all. Maybe down here. But like that ain't even A+ or nothing. That is something, dude. We'll see. We'll see if gold wants to come back. ES is starting to come back. Very strong. See, he wants to come up to this iceberg again. That's a wild iceberg. 5-minute closes in about 20 seconds, so I do want it to stay strong on gold. Like it's closed somewhere up here. Because that could be sort of our break of structure-ish. BOS, break of structure. So close up there, please. It did not close up there. Let's see. ESNQ, still chopping. This would have been a great entry right there, guys. Shorts on ES. Probably will go see that low. I'd consider scalping ES short, but not really seeing the cleanest of entries at the moment. Except if we come back up to 84, 57, 84. Okay. Gold is coming down for a moment. If I see A+ on gold, I'll take it. If I don't see A+ on gold, no trade. No trade, gold will catch a fade. Boy, oh boy, a choppy market can sure make you bored. I want to see a 1-minute reversal pin bar candle in this fair value gap, and I'll take gold long one more time. Before I never trade gold again. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, dropping, gold dropping. Gold trying to find some support right there. Hold up a minute. I'm looking for a reaction out of the zone on gold for longs. And that would be it. That would be it. Highest case scenario on gold. But other than that, if we keep dumping, we're done. Probably gonna be done trading gold for a little bit. Gotta give it a break, right? I recognize when a certain market isn't working in my favor, and this example would be gold. So now I'm going to trade something else. ES and Q, right? Oil. VIX is trying to push higher. That's bearish on ES. I do like gold because of the 5 minute there. Not gonna lie. If we could break, I'm looking for the tightest entry on gold. $14 seconds left. I'd like to see buyers on gold push us through 64.60. If they fail it, look at the market pulse of selling pressure right now. Staying out of that. The 5 minute looks good to continue though. 52 seconds left. It does look good to continue. But sellers keep stepping in. Not looking good on gold. 5 minute, pretty bearish. Unless we close up higher. 30 seconds, we need a fast move higher on gold, which we have seen. It's not impossible. But I'm talking about a fast move. In the middle of the party, get off me. I'm rolling up that broccoli. Just staying patient. Dollar's trying to push higher, which is bearish on gold. Boom, look at that. Ooh. 5 minute, don't like that on gold. My trade plan was, if it breaks above here, enter right here, stop loss like real tight right there. That was my plan on gold. Watch that work out. Know what? We'll go light then. Let's see. This is the 1 minute though. Nah, I don't feel like getting played by gold again. I just don't. Not in my agenda today. My to-do list today was not get played by gold 3 times. It was stop out twice and call it a day. Yes, coming back up to this 1875 level. Wild. 1875 on the iceberg. 57.85 is the price level. What time is it, guys? 10:50. Wow, gold. Gold is actually moving. That trade would have played out. That's okay. That's okay, because ES is potentially going to give us another crazy tight short entry. If I get in anything, it's going to be micro GC. Probably not. It's like, it looks good. It looks good to hit those highs, but it's keep failing on the 5. It's keep wicking lower. It's keep stop hunting. I don't want it to keep joining that, right? I don't want to keep coming into that. Sellers stepping in again here. Can I get 85 as an entry short? I'm looking to see how we react in this zone right here. I'm looking for shorts. What? What? Dude, that's wild of a reaction. Oh my god. Time is it? 10:53. What the what? Dude. Alright, so yeah, I'm looking for that kind of reaction, but I want to be in it. Yo, come back up, baby. I'll get in, I promise. 15 bearish. 30 bullish. Hourly struggling. Yeah, dude, I think because those sellers are going to want to not only impact the market, but they're going to want to see us make some lows, I would think. VIX trying to push new low of day, which should mean new high of day on ES. And it's not, so that's divergence, so that's pretty clean. Let's see. Does it want to come back and give us an entry? I want to try an entry around maybe like 83, 83.50. We'll see. I'll let you guys know when I get it. Well, you'll probably hear it when I'm in. Alright, let's see. Coming back up to this iceberg. More selling pressure hitting. I will try a short right there. Stop loss is 85. 85.25. Right above this iceberg. So I want to see if we get another crazy reaction to that level again. If we don't, then I just stop out very tight stop loss. Give me another wild move. Another wild move, yes. Ooh. Wrong way, wrong way. Come on, iceberg. Hold it down, baby. Hold it down. It's gonna struggle. I think it's gonna break for a stop hunt. I don't know. That's where my stop loss is, though. I'm not moving it. If it stops me out and reverses, then so what? I want another wild move lower, just like we had before. Like, crazy move. Like, wild liquidity grab move. But the problem is, we grab liquidity to the downside. Now do we want to grab it to the upside and stop these people out? VIX is trying to push higher, which is bullish. Buying pressure on ES and NQ. Not a fan of that. Gonna hold for a sec. 85.50 is my stop loss. Well, 85.25 is my stop loss. Like right above that iceberg. Because I'm looking for them to hold as a wall. That's GC, that's throwing me off. Give me a 15-minute rejection candle. Nice big upper wick. There we go. I'm gonna need that continuation. Definitely having trouble here, but buyers are having trouble pushing us higher. This iceberg is still active there. Not looking to get out of these shorts just yet. Probably going to. 3 minutes left in the 15 though. I want to see a reaction lower for the next few minutes. If we get that, we're probably in for a great trade. If we don't, then we're just going to stop out for a tight stop loss. That's the best part about the market. You can control how much you lose, you control how much you make. I thought you Nvidia new high a day. Weighted index does look strong. Bit of a red flag. VIX is trying to push higher though. Really gonna need, and this is just really aggressive selling pressure. So that's why I'm sort of going with that to see if we want to go hit this demand zone, this low over here. But if it fails, it's gonna fail and going to push higher. So that's sort of where we're at on ES right now. 2 minutes left in this 5 minute and 15 minute, right? So the 15 closes in 2 minutes as well. 30 minute also closes in 2 minutes. Ooh, strong move right there. Strong move right there. I am worrisome that we're going to trigger stops to the upside and then reverse. Little manipulation, then distribution. But, for the moment, still looking for us to push lower. 5 has a minute 30 left. So if we break, I'm out. Buyers are trying to step in here. Coming up near that iceberg. Not a fan of it. Alright, let's see. I'm still on the shorts. That iceberg just got heavier. A lot more orders just hitting that iceberg. Do they want to help move the market, or is it just going to break through? So now I'm moving my stop loss a tick lower, just a little bit. Really want to see a reaction to those sellers. We only have 43 seconds left in this 5 minute, 43 seconds left in the 15 minute. I wanted a weak 15 minute candle. I wanted us to push lower on the 15. So let's see if this last minute of the 15 minute candle will give us that. Nvidia rejecting new high of day. Microsoft's weak. Amazon's weak. Weighted index pretty weak. I like that for these shorts. Let's see. I like that more sellers starting to be present. 2 seconds. That's tough. That's tough. Give me that dump, baby. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, guys. Huge. I'm all out right there. I'm all out right there. What a trade. What a trade. That's comeback season. That's what I'm talking about. We keep those losses small, and then we find real tight entries and make it all back. That's awesome, guys. That's great. Got out a little earlier. I did want to go for this demand zone down here, but I was taking it light, right? So I got out into strength. I don't know when we're going to reverse again, but that was a great trade, great execution, very tight stop loss. Took that trade twice, right? We took it once here for a little drop, and then once here for the drop, too. Thank you, Amity. Have a great day. Good catching you in here. Guys, don't forget, I do go live on Twitch as well. We'll be live tomorrow. Wow, Bookmap looks like a mess, doesn't it? Why don't they combine these? Wow, that was something. And again, the reason I got out into strength too is because these lower wicks. And because, look, we didn't really create an upper wick on this 15 yet. And because we're ranging, right, we go up and we fail to go higher. We go lower, we fail to go lower. Because we're ranging, if I'm able to catch a quick move, I want to be out of that quick move. I don't want to hold it and be like, oh my god, I'm up so much. And then have it reverse and range back up higher to my entry again. That was solid, man. That was solid, man. We have a buy iceberg right here, starting to form. Again, I'm out of it. That was a nice little ES short. Look at gold. I'm glad we didn't try gold again, right? Because it kept failing. I was telling me, if my setup isn't working out, and I try again and I stop out again, have to follow that rule. It's not working for a reason. Then guess what? This setup might not work out, period. And guess what? This setup didn't work out. So really great stuff. Good acknowledging and being patient, you know. Following our rules, following our plans. And blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah. There goes ES. I did want it to go to this demand zone, which wouldn't be the craziest target because it's also at the bottom of this range. Moonshift, you still in here? I think he dipped out. Investapal, Ali Cat, Desi, E Marcel, what's going on, guys? You guys take any trades today? And guys, if you ever want to go over anything, please let me know. I know usually I'm just live streaming, or I'm trading, or I'm trying to teach something. But if I'm ever just like rambling, let me know. Could always go over ES, the NASDAQ. We go over SPY, the SPX. We go over different tickers if you guys really wanted to. Go over watch lists, how to set up a watch list. Now let's check out the NASDAQ and ES real quick. Now we're looking at the 1 minute because we're ranging, right? So we had ES took out this low, NASDAQ did not take out that low. A little bit of divergence right there. So something that sort of told me to watch for shorts was VIX was trying to make a new low of day, while ES was failing to make a new high of day. And that's divergence in the VIX and ES, right? And we look for both of them to trade together so we can get an idea of if the market sentiment is truly in a trend or if there's a chance of a shift in market structure. And when there's a chance of market structure, we usually look for something like divergence, where one makes a new high, one fails a new high, if it's ES and NQ. If we're looking for something like the VIX and ES, well, we would want the VIX to make a new low of day while ES makes a new high of day. Now, at this point right here, 10:55, ES was not close to its new high of day. VIX was at a new low of day. So that's the divergence I was looking for that helped gave me an extra bit of confirmation. So I had the iceberg order, at that super heavy iceberg order at 57.85. I had VIX divergence. And I have this range, right? We're sort of near the top of the range. We could expect a bit of a push lower. VIX had a very strong move higher. We might, I want to see continuation lower. I'd like to leave these fair value gaps without retesting them. We'll see in this fair value gap if any other orders want to step in. What time is it, guys? What time is it? What time to get ill? It's 11:05, guys. I'm going to wrap up the stream in just a minute. If any of you have any other questions, definitely let me know. Gold was a great example today on time frame analysis being so important over any type of setup, right? So I saw the hourly, the 4 hour, these candles looked fairly bearish even though we were coming into demand. So even though we were coming into demand and we should have looked for longs and we were looking for longs, we ended up ranging, we ended up chopping at that demand zone and buyers ended up failing. So again, just very important stuff to be aware of, guys. Really great to understand market structure, strength, and weakness. Very nice move right there. Very little support underneath us to like 57.72, which is in that demand zone, guys. I was looking at our equities. We were looking at NVIDIA made a new high of day on that push too. ES was not at a new high of day, and we started to fail it, right? This was that recent high. We started to fail it and pull back. Microsoft was weak. Meta was weak. Amazon was failing VWAP. Apple was also getting weaker. So being able to just recognize strength and continuation and momentum in the markets, in other markets, we're able to find those trades. This does look scalpable here to the downside. I'm not going to look to enter here just right now. Instead, we're just going to wait. We had that nice little scalp before. It was really clean. Probably going to wrap it up, guys. And the 15 minute, right? So the 15 minute, I was looking for shorts. Meanwhile, the 15 was green up here, but I was looking for shorts because the past two 15-minute candles were very bearish and trying to push lower. Now, this original trade, this 15-minute imbalance we had, would have been a fantastic short entry on the ES. I mean, like, really, really clean. It would have been tough, though, to understand where our entry would have been. I guess we could have zoomed in because it's a 5 minute to the 1 minute, and saw that once we had our second wick, we would have looked to enter on a second wick, right? So, again, just sort of understanding market structure, understanding your trade plans, and understanding time frame analysis. Alright guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you guys were able to catch some gains with me today. Really great last trade on the ES shorts. Take care, happy trading, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Twitch. Peace.